It seems really weird recording at home again after 2 weeks of being out and about holding a phone up to my face like this all the time. It also feels really weird that I've put the lamp right behind the screen this time and it is absolutely blinding me, but it is the best way to do it. It doesn't have shadows everywhere. I've had a really good 2 weeks. It was a fantastic holiday, as I hope it came across in the videos that I did. I'm missing it big time today. I kind of, as you can see, I'm so pale as well. I expected to get a tan on this holiday. I tried really hard. Sunbathed when we were out at a water park. Walked around in the sun all the time. It was great weather. We had the odd bit of rain because that's what Florida's like. But generally speaking, we had great weather, and I am completely white from head to toe and no tan at all. Lamp Up's a little bit tanned, but the rest of us are and Mrs. Sheepdog, but the rest of us are all pretty fair. So yeah, that was the end of our holiday, and you saw us on the journey back. It was a palaver and a half, as you can imagine. We lost the baby's travel seat, the one that we use in the car every day. So we've had to use an in between one in the meantime today, while we wait and see whether they'll ever send it back to us. I don't know whether they will, but let's wait and see. Bosco, bless him, lost a tooth on the way back. He had a wobbly tooth and he'd been bending it around for days, and suddenly it fell out on the way. So he was so excited. Tooth Fairy left him some money last night. Came in at 1:30 in the morning to tell us that the Tooth Fairy had been. He didn't wake us though, because Boo Boo was already awake, basically wondering where the heck his dinner was at 1:30 in the morning. We were trying everything to get him back to sleep, and he ended up just coming to bed with us for a bit. And I think Mrs. Sheepdog put him to bed about 2:30. But jet lag has been a big issue today for most of us. I think the kids are acting up a little bit because they're tired. Lamp Up's a bit emotional. Work, I felt like a zombie. Weirdly, I worked all day, did everything that I was supposed to do, was on the ball, but I looked at the time and thought, I've got to go. It's the end of the day. And I was just like, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem real. I finish 15 minutes earlier now every day so I can go pick up the kids and avoid the traffic, and that's been really useful. It hasn't helped the whole getting used to time thing as well, though, because I got in the house and it was like 5:30, and normally it'd be like 6:30. So I gained an hour, but I also feel like it's 5 hours ago. I still feel like it's lunchtime, and I'll be nipping out to a theme park at some point this afternoon. I don't want to go too much about the holiday. We've talked about it for 14 days, but I am chuffed that we went. It was a fantastic thing. A few people have said to me, "Oh, how did you manage it? How did you afford it? How did you do it?" My advice is, if you really want to do it and you think you can afford it in time, we just put a lot of it on card, and that sounds very, very, very unprofessional and childish. But I just looked at it and thought, I can pay that off. It'll be fine. In the worst cases of scenarios, we'd be able to get rid of it. In the best case of scenarios, I'll have it paid off in no time. Job's are good, and we did the holiday. I wanted it done. I decided basically I wanted to take Lamp Up before she was too old, and I wanted to take Bosco while he thought everything was amazing, and it worked. It was exactly what I wanted it to be, and it was great. Loved it. Now I've got the problem of trying to decide what to talk about every day after that. Other than my random stuff, I will be doing my random videos like I always do. I put a little YouTube, Twitter poll out, asking what people wanted to see. Pretty much unanimously everyone said just carry on with what you're doing, which is great. It's just, as I've always said, it's not a niche. It's not something that I can use consistent tags for or do consistent stuff with. It means that every day is going to be different, and that's the fun of it, but it's also the curse of it, because I'll never have that kind of consistent I'm a vlogger who vlogs about this, which is going to be, it's going to be a challenge. But I'm not exactly in it for the get rich quick or anything like that. I just want to do it. I enjoy talking. I have been thinking about because as you can imagine, when you're on the plane back or on a journey back from a big holiday like this, you start to think there's absolutely nothing up ahead now. I've got nothing to look forward to or whatever, and it occurred to me pretty quickly that actually there's quite a rammed month ahead. I think I only have one full week of work, because where I work they give you your birthday off as holiday, and my birthday's coming up in, what is it, it's the 7th today, so my birthday is in 14 days time, the 21st. It's Boo Boo's birthday on the 25th. What else have I got? I've got Pokemon Community Day at the weekend, 2 days in a row, Eevee Day. What else is there? There's just tons of stuff. It's busy. With the kids off, it's even busier, because obviously they don't have school and all that. So they're basically just spending every day at their nan's or whatever. we got a thing through earlier to say that Mature Gamer are welcome to do a panel at Eurogamer this year. So me, Kev and Pab and potentially Bouncy, I believe, are going to do a panel at Eurogamer. We think it's going to be the Sunday at midday. We did put a tweet out earlier saying it was going to be Saturday or whatever time, and then Kev realised that we'd applied twice. We'd applied for Kev to do one on the Saturday and for us all to do one on the Sunday, and we're working out the plans, but I think it looks like on the Sunday of Eurogamer I'm going to be a panellist at 12 o'clock. We're going to sit there on a stage and we're going to do an MGPX style video panel where we just chat nonsense and talk about games and hopefully entertain everyone, which is really exciting because I think it's an opportunity to just hopefully there'll be a crowd of people that I've never heard of as well as a crowd of people who have, and we can just bring in new people to everything we do. I love it. I love the whole kind of not knowing what it's going to be like exactly, just being ourselves, seeing what people think, and I just love the idea that we're going to be in front of a load of people. We've got a show to plan now. I used to love it managing the events, the MGPX events before. I don't think I'll have time to set up a raffle or anything like that, but I'll try if I can. We normally set things up and you know, make background stuff so we can reference it and talk about it, and it's just great fun. That's exciting. At some point in the next 2-3 months, I'm supposed to be going away for a weekend with my mates as well. From my mates from back in Essex. One of them is supposed to be arranging that, although he's not come up with anything yet. But that's a big exciting thing that's in advance, and I can talk about it and hopefully have an adventure there. I'm just I love this time of year. I always used to say when I was growing up, and I'm sure I've probably said it on the videos or on the vlog or on something in the past, I always consider September to be almost like New Year's because the year kind of is boring up until around about now. Then school breaks up, holidays start, I get a year older, and then suddenly from September onwards it's just a like 4-month chunk of just September, October, November, December. Everything seems to happen. It just seems to become insane that they all go up a school year. You know, there's Halloween, there's bonfire night, there's Christmas, there's the whole hullabaloo around being off at Christmas, there's New Year's. There's so many in my family. It's like my brother-in-law's birthday on the 1st of August, and it goes all the way through August with about 6 or 7, maybe even 8, 9 birthdays, and then it's like October is Bosco and my dad, November is Mrs. Sheepdog, December's Christmas, January is Lampup's birthday, February's all of our parents other than my dad's birthday, and then as I say from March to now again it's just empty. It's just a wasteland of emptiness. So I've got loads on for the coming months, and I suppose that's good because it gives us plenty to talk about. The biggest issues for me at the moment are figuring out what I need for my birthday. I think I need a lamp because, as you can probably see, I'm very, very bright at the moment. I need a lamp for my videos, but I don't have a clue what to do about that. I've put some Switch stuff on there. I was trying to find, in America I saw it's an attachment for the Nintendo Switch that you put all your games in, and then you could just select between them. It does all that gubbins for you inside the machine. So it's basically got 6 or 7 cartridges. I think it's up to 12 cartridges at once. When I searched for this on Amazon and on the internet, I can't find it anywhere. But it was in GameStop, so it exists. I saw it. But that's something that'd be cool. I just can't find it. So if anyone can help there, that'd be great. Obviously, it's Boo Boo's birthday, and he's 1 in, I can't remember how many days it was now, 18 days. And I've got to plan that. I don't know. We've done it twice, but I still don't know what you do on a 1-year-old's birthday, really, that's different, but that'll be exciting. It's just busy times. It's just exciting. Work's sort of coming out of the slow period of summer as well, so hopefully there'll be loads of projects to work on there, which will pay off the holiday and all that stuff, and I can start planning the next one. We were talking about what we would do next, and that's probably something that is worth me covering on a video, but things we've learned from this holiday, whilst the place we stayed in, we absolutely loved it, and I would stay there 1,000 times over and love it every time. I'm certain of that. We do wonder whether we'd be better off staying in the resort. The difference being then is we wouldn't need a car. All the food can be included if you do it right, and you're allowed to book your ride 60 days in advance, which would mean we wouldn't miss anything. We'd be able to plan it better. B, you can go up to all the food stuff and just go, I would like a snack please, and you give them your snack voucher on your phone and they take it off, and then you eat your snack and it's job done. All of that's kind of included, whereas we had to kind of go, what shall I spend money on today? And I never went for stuff that was like a couple of quid more because I thought, that'll do. So I always felt like I was eating okay food when I could have been eating good food. Whereas if I'd had these vouchers, I could have just eaten what I wanted every day. And I'm not saying I'd have been gluttonous and gone for the biggest thing every time. I'd have just had the variation. Whereas like I ate so many Disney pretzels with cheese that the last one I had made me feel so ill because the cheese is so sickly. But they are nice. I'm sure if I had one now, I'd be like, oh, that's delicious. But because I'd had them every day for like 5 days running, the 5th time I was just like, ugh. So that seems like a big plus that people should look at. It looks like it costs more up front, but when you're actually going and getting the car and getting the food and trying to go out and about and spend on stuff, it ends up costing you as much. So you might as well just do it the easy way. I think I'd still potentially want a vehicle. It was fun having the flexibility of being able to drive about, but unless we were going to Universal and stuff like that, we wouldn't really need one. And you can get buses to Universal from Disney, so it seems like one to weigh up. I feel like I learned a lot, and I can see I gained a lot of wisdom from friends who've been. Someone suggested to me taking little things of juice that you can pour into, that it's very, very concentrated, and you pour it into water because the water out there is weird, and using that was awesome. So we would always do that from now on. I'm trying to think what else I was thinking about. Like, we just generally felt staying on site would have made a little bit of a difference to cutting out the, you know, it's about 15 minutes journey time, so half an hour in total. It would have meant we'd have been more likely to roll out of bed and nip in, go back for a bit, have a swim, and go back out again. Whereas we were either in or out because we just thought another 15-minute commute didn't seem worthwhile. So that's definitely something that I'm going to look at. I don't know when we'll go back, whether it'll be a couple of years, whether it'll be 4 years when Boo Boo's older, or what. It feels mean if we go a couple of times while he's a baby and then stop going. That'd be outrageous. I could just imagine saying to him when he's like 8 or 9, oh yeah, we're not going to Disney because we went there when you were 2. It'd just be like, well, screw you. But no, it's definitely something we'll do again. And there's lots of stuff we didn't do while we were there. We didn't touch Toy Story Land. We didn't touch the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We didn't touch the thingy of light, Flight of Passage, sorry, the Animal Kingdom thing. There's Rivers of Light we didn't touch. And as I say, we didn't do Universal, SeaWorld or any of that. Although everyone tells me SeaWorld's nasty because they're mean to whales, so I'm kind of in two minds about that anyway. But no, I'd be interested in hearing if there's anything we should have done while we're out there that we didn't do, if you've got tips and ideas, or just things you want to put in the comments for other people who find this. I'd really be interested in tips or ideas for video themes. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer, any just things you'd wonder about, tips on lamps and stuff, as I mentioned, that'd be great. This is kind of getting back to normal video. I'm going to be tweaking the setup of everything. I wanted to get rid of the shadow. I think I've done that. It's just following me behind me instead of being on me all the time. But I don't know how washed out I look by this light. My hands look like they're glowing, like I'm some sort of superhero. But I'm going to play around with this, try and get it right. I want to start getting better quality. I want to start improving it. I feel like I've got the energy to start doing that, which is great. That was obviously another big plus of the holiday. Despite feeling jet lagged, I do feel stronger. I'm noticeably walking around more. Everyone was laughing at me earlier today at work because they know I don't like walking around, but I was being more active. So I feel like I've benefited a lot from the 2 weeks off and the getting away from it all. But yeah, I'm rabbiting a little bit, but I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Feedback's always appreciated. It's a gift, as you know, and yeah, just help me out. I want to make sure that these keep getting better. I feel like going out and about has given me the confidence to talk. Like people were around me and I'm just talking at a camera. I always thought people would find it weird, but they either found it intriguing and asked about it, or they just gave you a look like, huh, okay. They're just used to it now. It's not I don't know, 2005 when that would be a bizarre thing to do. We're in the era now where I watched a woman walk across the airport, this massive open airport, and she's just walking along talking into a camera, didn't even look where she was going, walked across the whole thing, and I just thought, awesome. I wish I'd asked her what channel she did. I wish I'd asked her who she was, because it would have been great to just be like, right, I'm going to subscribe, see what you're talking about. But I watched her do it and I thought, I'm going to get my camera out. That's why I started talking about my plane being delayed, because I saw her just march across filming. Anyway, as I say, I'm going to wrap this up. I need to get better at just cutting them when I'm saying I'm going to cut them and doing a neat packaged talk. Otherwise I'm rambling. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.